demonstrating to us how to actually clean a wall. He's doing a jolly good job, and we're just standing here, just watching and generally giving a bit of advice. This is how they wash the walls. This is Alex, the gynaecologist, throwing clean water onto the walls to give them a wash after Peter, the paediatrician's giving them a scrub with the mop. I'm getting a bit wet here. And all this water has been brought up by our friendly donkey from the Nile this morning, as the water pressure in the hospital is too low for anything to come. One of the improvements we've seen at Wau is the resource centre, which has got half a dozen PCs in it and is quite well used by the junior doctors especially. But today Viv's beavering away here. So here's Peter and Peter, two medical officers, and Viv. And Viv and Peter are going to do a teaching and some scenarios. So we've brought the kit with us. People get their relatives to hospital in all sorts of ways. This guy's obviously been brought in on the back of a truck on a mattress, and his relatives are just talking to the nurses. And Peter, the administrator, seems to know this guy because they're chatting away there. I'm not quite sure what's happening to him though. So we're in Theatre 1 now. They're just getting ready for the emergency cesarean section on the lady that we saw carried across. This is the bigger of the two theatres. And here's the sister. And Alex, gynaecologist and obstetrician, is looking after us very well here. Explain there's no running water in theatre, so we just have to pour the water from the jug, and he's scrubbing with this piece of soap that's been there for a while. And there'll be a scrubbing brush hanging on a piece of string somewhere. And this is what the surgeons have to cope with here. There's Ellie pouring the water, ready for her surgery. And here's the baby, a little girl. Ellie's just taking a baby and looking after it. There she is, she's had a good cry. And she's a reasonable size too. And we've just brought the baby back over to the ward. Not sure where the relatives have gone, but perhaps I'll just wait and see what happens to the mother. She's just still being sutured. And here's the little girl. Oh, relatives. Very happy. Great grandma, I think. And we just take a better look at the labour ward, which is a very grim area indeed. It's a good school with a really good team, really good coat of paint. Very, very depressing area. So this baby has just this minute been born. Midwife's giving us a good suck out here. He cried straight away, and he's a good colour. It's the first baby. Delivery is a bit different here than at home. Very hands-on and no pain control at all. But I think they'll be very happy with this little chap. So we're going now to visit the other children's ward. Somebody very cleverly balancing a rather big bag on her head. And I know where I'm going because of the noise coming from the ward. This little girl's rather unhappy. She's obviously a patient because she's got a Ventolin in. But she's sitting on her own outside under the tree. Don't know quite where her mum's gone, but she's obviously not at all happy about it.
Oh, it's been on treatment.
So here we are on one of the paediatric wards.
Change of drug.
So this child hasn't been improving, so he's had his drugs changed. This is mum. It's nice and cool in here. It's got very hot outside. This is Peter, the paediatric consultant. He's a very, very hard-working man. Lovely man. He's very, very dedicated to his job. Just around the ward. See the mosquito nets. They haven't all got mosquito nets in here, but we are rather plagued by mosquitoes at night. It's not surprising, there's so much malaria here. Listed in the children's ward. This one's a little visitor. That little lad's had cerebral malaria. He's actually very much better than he was, so he seems to be waking up a bit now. There's the nurses. And another little one over here. So Viv's talking to the nurses about doing observations. And we brought them a big clock here. And hopefully they'll do the observations and record them.
You need to put it somewhere so it stays safe.
So this is the inside of the paediatric wards. I think this one might be a little visitor. Is she a patient?
Yeah, cannula.
Oh yes, so she has. So out again in the grounds with the relatives, and this lady's showing me what she's cooking, and this is cow meat. So I expect actually it's really nice and tender. She'll have cooked it for hours. I don't know quite what the recipe is, but there's onions in it, and there's a good stock going on there. So I think they're going to have a good lunch here. She's obviously a very good cook. And this is my very friendly group of relatives that I talk to most days. They're sitting outside the gynae wards and labour wards. They get very pleased when they see us coming along, especially the kids. They're a really nice lot. I shall miss them. And this lady's, I've taken many photos of her and her little baby. The children are so amazing, and they're so beautiful and amazingly friendly, and everybody shakes hands. You know, the relatives come up and shake hands, and everyone you meet shakes hands. Even if you meet them several times a day, you just shake hands again.